Hello everyone, this is Tim here from Phuket, Thailand with another video update. How are we all today? We're feeling fantastic. Just had breakfast. It's about 9:30 AM in the morning or thereabouts. Maybe getting closer to 10 o'clock. Weather's fine today. Actually, the sun's shining, so it's going to be a very nice day. But getting back on track, talking about eating, ate very well yesterday. All vegetarian. For those of you who don't know, since finishing my juice fast, I did 56 days of a juice fast and lost about 22 kilos, which is around about 51 pounds. Since then, I've decided, because I didn't have any meat or dairy for that period of time, that I would actually go off them and go the full hog and go to a total vegan lifestyle. Now, vegan, for those who don't know, is a vegetarian lifestyle, so it's no meat products, but it's taking the next step. It's basically no animal products at all. So, no eggs, meat obviously, no dairy. And instead of doing that, it's basically vegetables and fruit, and it's also things like nuts, which are essential, or got essential vitamins and minerals. Nuts, legumes, seeds, and so on. And I've got some footage I want to show you now, actually, which I'll do. And I actually took a picture of what I ate for breakfast, lunch, and an evening meal. And I want you to have a look at those now. We'll start off by having a look now at the breakfast. Now you can see that even though it was a bit bizarre for me, I'm actually having vegetables, having a lot of vegetable for breakfast. So I had you can see some rice there on the plate, there's some corn there, there's also some various vegetables, there's some tomato dish, also red curry, beautiful, absolutely very nice, and a few other vegetables as well, broccoli as well, I believe. I'm doing this, even though I'm putting these pictures on the screen, I'm actually doing this from memory, so hopefully I'm getting it all. And then after that, this is again for breakfast, I also had some fruit. You can see there's various fruits now on the screen, and they were really quite nice as well. Very tasty and very filling, and very, very healthy, of course, and just some water to wash it all down. Then at lunchtime, you can see that I found a place in Junchilong, I think is how you pronounce it, and they actually made for me a nice juice. And the juice was carrot, orange, and I can't remember the other ingredient now, a tomato I think it was. Very nice, and with that I also had like a stir-fry, vegetable stir-fry, which you can see there, and also some rice. Rice is very, very cheap here. Very. It's about 1/10 the price of that stir fry. From memory, the stir fry was about 200 baht. Now that's to work it out very roughly to Australian dollars or US dollars, given that they're pretty close. Divide the amount by about 30. So we paid 200 baht. I think it was thereabouts for the stir fry. Divided by 30 is about, say, $6.50 or something for that stir fry. But the actual rice was 20 baht, so that was that's less than $1, very cheap. And I think the drink itself was about 160 baht, it's about $5. So very, very cheap and inexpensive meal. And for evening meal, we actually went. There was actually a barbecue night on at the hotel, and Louise had barbecue. She's laughing in the background. She had barbecue. She had they made. A nice barbecue meat. You got to choose on skewers what sort of meat you wanted, and they cooked it and brought it to your table. And I threw them into a bit of a fit, the chef actually, because of course I'm not eating meat. And I said, no meat. He said, oh, no meat. Seafood? So he was wondering whether I had seafood. Of course, no animal products, vegan, so no fish is out as well. And so he had to go and get the head chef to come, and they followed me around because it was like a buffet. I mean, I was quite happy because there was lots of there's various vegetable. We can actually see. You can see what I was eating anyway. I've got the picture on the screen. You can see there was a good selection of there was corns there, and again there's some broccoli and almond butter, which was very nice. Almond butter being natural, so I was quite happy to try that. It's not sort of traditional dairy. Food was quite nice, but they wanted to cook me something else, and they were quite concerned. They followed me around and basically went through every dish to make sure that I had enough, and they were quite happy to. They were going to cook me something. And that's something I want to say about the lifestyle of the Thai people here. Lots of selling as you walk down the streets of Phuket. There's lots of people trying to sell you something. I mean, or they actually say, we're not selling you something. Here, take this free brochure. But it's actually trying to get you into, I think, timeshare, apartments or something like that where, of course, the presentation's free. So you know they are selling something, and after the first couple, we sort of just put your hands up and say no. Another good sales technique they use is try and shake your hand, because by putting your hand out, it's human nature. You want to shake their hand because it's good manners to do that, and of course that's the way they rep you into speaking, to take, just trying to sell you something basically. So of course my tactic there is to not shake their hand, just to keep my hands down. Did feel a little bit mean, and Louise certainly felt a little bit mean as well, because these people are obviously trying to make a living, but we're here for a holiday. We're not here to be sold to, I guess. But there's lots of other little stalls and so forth we went in, which was really good. But the food here was absolutely phenomenal. Really, really nice food. And the other thing is, there's all these little roadside portable food booths, you probably call them. They're little carts that they push, on 2 wheels, and they've got fruits and so forth, and they'll make you a little meal. So we're going to try one of those today or tomorrow, I think. And they look absolutely superb. So that's apart from all the other little restaurants and other places. There's just so many little places that you can actually eat, and it's just, people are so happy here. Even the taxis, there's taxis on every street, and they're always trying to get you to use their taxi, and when you say no, I'm just walking now or something, they're always smiling and happy. And I have to say, the Thai people are very, very happy and friendly people, and they've made us feel most welcome. But yeah, getting back to the vegan lifestyle, even when I was having breakfast today, I was speaking to Louise, and it's just a spin out now that I'm eating vegetables and just really enjoying the taste of vegetables, let alone having them for breakfast. I mean, I can eat them at breakfast and thoroughly enjoy them. It was a beautiful meal. All the meals I've had, including breakfast, have been absolutely really nice. And my sister's actually started a juice fast, Michelle, well done. And actually Jenny, my other sister, started a juice fast. And Michelle's on day 3, and she's been messaging me on Facebook with an update, and she's lost weight. No surprises there, guys. If you're starting a juice fast, you will lose weight. And it's interesting because the comment was that she said, I'm not going to be giving up meat. I love meat too much. I couldn't give it up. Very, very stand to be thinking like that early on. I was much the same. I was thinking, I'm not going to be able to give up meat. Give up ice cream, give up chocolate. I don't think so. There's no way I can give that up. So I was looking for a way around it, a way to... this when I started the juice fast, my way was, I'm going to finish the juice fast, lose the weight, and go back to this type of food. But what happens is, along the way, along your journey, depending on how long you do your juice fast for, your body starts changing. And consequently now I've got no interest in those foods. The biggest thing that I actually had was there was a few pieces of banana in syrup. And I tasted it and I thought, wow, how sweet is that? And I didn't want any more. The other thing that I think I had this morning was broccoli in cheese. And I actually put some on my plate before realising what it was, because again, cheese being a dairy. So I decided not to eat it. I had the 2 pieces that I had on there. But again, it's the point I'm making here is you're really conscious of what you're eating, and you're not wanting to try all those other types of yucky foods. Yucky in the sense of all the harm that caused my body over the years. So I'm certainly not saying anyone else needs to be like that. But what I'm finding is on the juice fast, and I think you'll find the same, is that once you've done this for a while, you don't want to go back to your old habits. So getting back to my sister Michelle. I haven't said this to her yet because I've got to message her again later, but she'll find that if she sticks to the juice fast long enough, she won't want meat anymore. Or it's likely that she won't want meat anymore, or these other things that actually aren't good for your body. I mean, she may, of course there's a chance that she may, but chances are that she actually won't. Louise is laughing in the background because I'm waffling on, aren't I? Oh, she's blowing me a kiss, so that's nice, isn't it? But anyway, the point is, your eating habits are changing. Whether it's meat or whatever it is, they've changed dramatically for me. Look, I was the biggest sweet tooth in the world, quite frankly, or close to it. The reason I had stacked on all this weight was because ice cream, chocolate. So if you look at my day 1 video, my day 1 of my juice fast, I go through all the reasons why. I'm not eating that stuff anymore, and I'm not missing it at all, and I'm just loving this, the vegetables and the fruits, and they're getting all the sweetness and nutrition. And I just know that with every mouthful I'm having, that it's healthy food. So I'm feeling fabulous, guys. So I just want to pump you up if you are at a difficult place now, like you're wondering whether it's worthwhile persevering. I just want to show you that it's testament to the fact that it is worth it. It's absolutely worth it, and the benefits are going to be there for a lifetime for you with your new eating habits and just the way you're feeling. Just briefly, the other thing I'll mention is spent quite a bit of time, probably 3 hours in total by the pool yesterday afternoon, and just swam a little bit and got out and sunbaked a little bit. I would never have done that. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the perfect weight yet. I've still got some weight to lose. But the point is, I'm very comfortable now with my body. And I was able to, be quite happy and felt quite good. Whereas in the past, I would have felt very awkward with a lot of people being around there and wouldn't have felt at all comfortable being in the water. So I'm sure if you're overweight now, you feel, or you know what I'm talking about. You've probably been there as well. Just feeling that people are looking at you, even though they're probably not in most cases, but you get that very self-conscious feeling. That's largely gone away from me now. Yes, like I said, I've still got some more weight to lose, and that weight will come off slowly over time now. I'm not too fussed about it because I know eating right, eating vegetables and fruit, and exercising, the weight's just going to come off. So there's no doubts about that. So I'll be at my goal weight, which is just under 80 kilos, about 170 pounds or thereabouts, probably within a few months' time by just eating with the diet I'm eating now, which is fantastic. So hang in there. That's the point I want to make. If you're watching this and you need some motivation, I'm hoping this is giving you some motivation to know that you can succeed with this. All you need to do is persevere and keep at it. The only way you're going to fail is if you give up. And just think of the benefits. I know sometimes it's easier to think of what you'll get if you give up the diet. In other words, you can go back to your old eating because you've over time thought that was the right food to eat. But think of the benefits. Think of the new you in terms of the weight. How much more confidence you'll have, how much healthier you'll be, and how much happier you'll be once you've got down to your weight. And just try and do it a day at a time. No need to think 56 days, depending how long your juice fast is or your new eating is. Do it a day at a time. Every day is going to be its own little reward for you. It's your own little bit of success, and just chain those successes together over time. And before you know it, 56 days are up, or you're at the end of your juice fast, or your eating lifestyle has become, your new eating lifestyle has become the norm. So that's all I can really say for now. I'm going to leave you now. I'm going to go back and enjoy the Phuket sun, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, enjoy yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you then. Bye for now.